Greetings, people. Yard Reviews. Right now, we're talking about an independent film that we saw called The Sacrament. My cousin actually put me onto this film, and let me tell you, this is a crazy film. It's a horror film, horror thriller, and it's loosely based on the Jim Jones massacres. And you know, Jim Jones, a cult leader, and he got a lot of people to go to what, Honduras, was it?
No, Guyana.
Guyana. And, you know, made them do like a mass suicide. It was absolutely like horrifying. So like, this is loosely based on it, but what was so cool about it, the whole cool premise, let me just, because there's a good amount of pros, there's not really a few cons in it. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it will be kind of like, you know, nitpicking sometimes, most of it, but it's the premise. They're Vice people. It's this guy, he's a photographer, and his sister, you know, was a drug addict, and now she's living in this, you know, community, you know, with these people, and she invited her brother, and of course his co-workers know they're Vice guys, you know, they interview people. And you know, Vice, if you don't know Vice, you guys are probably living under a rock. Right now, Vice is one of the biggest news outlets, you know, online news outlets, and they go into places where not a lot of news places go, and they get stories that not a lot of people get, so they're known for that. And to have that Vice certification in the film, yeah, it just gave it that edge. So it was shot kind of like found footage documentary style. I wouldn't really say found footage style, is more mockumentary. It's not a documentary, it's more like a mockumentary. And it worked, like it seriously worked.
It worked because Vice are the type of company or the group of people
would go into that situation. So anyway, I mean, the movie starts out where they decide to go in, they decide they want to film and check out everything, and like, you know, they go in to check things out, and you know, on the outset, you know, everything is, you know, kind of cool, everything is nice, and then they get this interview now with the guy, they call him Father. This is the guy that's supposed to be playing the Jim Jones character, Jim Jones' ex-character. I mean, to be honest with you, now, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but there's this part in the film, right? There's this part in the film, like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but there's this part where they have to give him an interview. And believe you me, watching that, I
wanted to live there.
I was just totally mesmerized by that. Like, dude wanted to ask him certain questions, and like the way how he just kind of flipped it on him, and he just kind of escaped everything. Like, he lost sight of what he had to ask. And I mean, being a good interviewer, it takes a person to kind of
keep on track.
To keep flipping it on you, and it's crazy, but it was done really well. And I mean, these are not like big actors, but this guy did proper stuff. I mean, it's a proper independent film. Eli Roth executive produced it, so you know that, you know, this young director, you know, got some good backing. And I think, like, you know, future projects from him, if he's continuing in a horror thriller genre, is going to be really good. I mean, all in all, the movie, it shot like a mockumentary. So I mean, with technical aspects, it's not like a cinematic, well shot film. It's like a mockumentary. So it's Blair Witch Project style, that type of vibe, but more done like with Vice, as in like they got that licensing from Vice, and Vice said they can use their logo, use the vibe, use everything, and it just worked out for them. It made the film work and just look so much better, and it just made it more believable. It's like you're thinking you're actually watching like a documentary, if you get caught up in it, you know what I mean? So it's really cool. I suggest you guys go out and see it, The Sacrament. Go on Netflix, you know, check it on demand. It should be out. You guys should really check it out. It's really good. I'm going to score this film a 7.5 because I think it's really good for independent effort. I mean, I would probably score it higher, but I mean, I think 7.5 is good because of what the effort or what they did. Well put together film. I don't really have a lot of negative things to say about that film, but it's if you like that genre, horror thriller, and if you're not a fan of the found footage mockumentary thing, it might not be for you. But they got the whole story down. They told the story and they made it happen. So 7.5. I'm sticking to that. That's it. And do remember, guys, you know, email us, you know, yardy.reviews@gmail.com, and also follow us on Twitter @YardyReviews. And also, guys, you know, look out for us on Comic-Con. I keep saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it again. We're going to be on Comic-Con for the week in October, and you know, it's going to be from the 18th to the 17th to the 19th. No, the 18th and the 19th. 18th and 19th. So 18th and 19th of October. Look out for us. We're going to be there covering it, talking to all the, you know, cosplay people, trying to see if we can get some interviews with some cool people, and just talk about the whole vibe, and just give you, you know, bring you guys to London Comic Con. We're going to just bring London Comic Con to you online, so do check that out. Anyway, me and Irv signing out. Big up yourself.